Um, I know this is later in the recording because it's 12:45 on Sunday, and I'm recording this now because I had work last night and I watched the recording of the game. How many times? Like I don't even know. I still sound like a broken record. Like this is ridiculous. Um, you've had 6 games where you've been embarrassed. Like you had 6-1 against Buffalo, 6-1 against Boston. The outdoor game 7-3, 9-0. This 6-1 game, and then I would also argue that that game on national television where you blew the 3-1 lead in the last handful of minutes to Boston that's embarrassing too. Um, there's no reason for that. There's no reason for any of this. Um, one thing I never really do is look at stats like this and like it's like a big thing. But the Flyers had 20 giveaways tonight just on the stat sheet, 20 credited. I think the Islanders are I think credited. They also had 24, and it was 20 giveaways, 4 takeaways from the Islanders. But like, oh my god, the amount of turnovers they had this game. I think they turned over the puck about like 2,000 times. Like, for how many goals? I mean, like the first goal, it's just that was just like a bad bounce. The second goal, scramble in front, nobody knows where the puck is. The third goal, same thing. And then the fourth goal, it's like come on. Like I just don't understand. And at that point it's 4-0 in the first period. And then what happens? Lindblom, out of all people, Oscar Lindblom fights. Carson Twarynski's in the lineup. And you have Oscar Lindblom fighting. Like, if that doesn't tell you about this team, I don't know what does, because that's clearly an issue when Lindblom, the one who's had an unbelievable, easily his best game since before his cancer diagnosis last game, looks a lot better after that 1-game reset, and he fights. Like, I don't even it's just unbelievable. It is unbelievable. So they had a little bit of a switch up on the lines because Coots is out with a lower body injury. He was a game time decision, they said, and he was out. So hopefully Coots can come back, because that obviously breaks up that line for the Flyers. It's been seemingly the only positive thing in the last handful of weeks. The JVR Coots Farabee lines, that was broken up. And again, that's not the reason they lost this game. I mean, yes, it's not good to play without your number one center, but they could play 10 times better regardless of who's out. JVR, Lawton, Farabee, Raffle, Hayes, Voracek, Oscar, Giroux, TK, Twarynski, Patrick, Aubé-Kubel. I like that third line. I will say that. I don't like Patrick on the fourth line. I don't. It does nothing for Patrick. It does absolutely nothing for him. He gets a handful. He gets like 8.5 to 10 minutes a night, and he can't do anything. And I just don't like it. I don't like Raffle on the second line with Hayes and Voracek. I don't like that either. A lot of these lines I don't like. I don't like the D pairs either. Sanheim and Myers has to get broken up. I still don't like Prosser in the lineup. Obviously, Hag being out 2 to 4 weeks kind of hurts, so you have to, Gus is going to be in there. So, it's still mind-boggling to me with Prosser how he went over the depth charts apparently on Friedman, which again makes absolutely no sense to me. It can't be because he had one good game against New Jersey where he came into the lineup and scored a goal on a tap-in, can it? He's been an AHL defenseman for like a handful of years now. I just don't understand that. And Ghost has arguably been your best offensive defenseman. Like, don't try to sit here and tell me he's been bad defensively, because everybody's been bad defensively. I could care less about how he's been bad defensively. Like, this is some of the best offensive ability of Ghost I have seen in years, and we're just going to take him out of the lineup? Like, that doesn't make sense to me at all. The Sanheim and Myers pairing has to get broken up. It has to. I think Braun's easily been your most consistent defenseman since he came back from COVID. He's had his moments where he's been iffy. He had a couple turnovers in that Washington game last Saturday where it was like, oh my God. Especially on that Ovechkin goal on the power play there. But like, Provorov doesn't look himself because he gets overplayed every night, and he's played with literally like every defenseman. He's played with Myers, he's played with Sanheim, he's played with Braun, he's played with Ghost. Like, I think he's played with others, and I don't even remember. Like, he's played with a bunch of guys, and this team defensively just sucks. Like, they suck. They clearly need something. And I don't know if they do it now or they wait till the offseason. Because I think the offseason is probably the best bet because, you have to worry about Seattle and you don't want to lose somebody in Seattle. I mean, you're losing a good player, but you don't want to lose, a major piece like that. So I have no idea. I think this team needs something. I don't know what it is. This team's issue is not goaltending. It is defense. It's defense. My guess for next game is that if Coots comes back, I would stack the lines. I want G with Coots and Voracek. I don't care what else you do with the rest because at this point, I don't even know what to say. If this team keeps playing like this, they're not going to make the playoffs, and their chances are getting very slim by the moment because, you're just you're shooting yourself in the foot. You have been for the past handful of weeks now. So I don't know. Remember, guys, podcast articles, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.